Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this presentation of Wheaton College basketball here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. We're going to send you down to the floor for the national anthem.
You guys are awesome.
Blue and your Wheaton College Thunder. Before we meet the starting lineups for both teams, please rise for the playing of the national anthem brought to you by the Wheaton College Pep Band. All right, folks, at this time, let's meet the starting lineups for the visitors tonight, the Big Blue of Millikin University. At guard, number 7, Mattia Tellis. At guard, number 22, Elise Knudsen. At guard, number 24, Sophie Darden. At guard, number 30, Emily Brenneisen. And at forward, number 32, Bailey Kaufman. Millikin is coached by Olivia Lett and assisted by Caleb Johnson, Whitney Getz, and Morgan Hughes. And now, fans, let's meet the starting lineups for your Wheaton College Thunder. At guard, a senior from Victoria, Minnesota, number 4, Lily Schwen. At guard, a sophomore from Lone Tree, Colorado, number 5, Alyssa Faborowski. At guard, a sophomore from Falls Church, Virginia, number 24, Kate Oliver. At forward, a freshman from Piatone, Illinois, number 32, Jenna Hunter. And at guard, a senior from Elburn, Illinois, number 33, Annie Tate. Wheaton is coached by Kent Madsen and assisted by Joanna Gutkowski and Laura Egan. Your officials for tonight's game are Ashley Logan, Keena Brown, and Shannon Tinkin.
Matchup, we know this is going to be a little bit of a difficult one here for the Wheaton Thunder. Parker, what do you think are some of the keys to success for tonight's game?
Yeah, obviously, Dominic, some of the keys for success are going to be limiting the turnovers for Wheaton. They've had 46 turnovers total in their last 2 games, with 28 of those turnovers coming in their loss against Illinois Wesleyan on Wednesday. Look for a little bit more consistency down in the paint from Wheaton. And obviously, they're going to have to defend the tough Knudsen for Millikin.
Of course, Knudsen, one of the best players in the conference, as the tip between Mooney and Darden is off, and Hunter recovers, and we are underway here at King Arena. Oliver trying to drive inside in the first possession, trying to get it down to Andy Tate, who puts it up and off the rim as it's recovered by Millikin. Good ball movement, but no draw for the first possession.
Yeah, good job going inside by Annie Tate. That's where she's the most effective.
Millikin has the ball now. Easy shot, no good. Rebound picked up by Millikin, put up again, no good. Rebound by number 24, Darden. She kicks it out to Knudsen, one of the better players on this Millikin team. Swings it back around to Kaufman. Knutsen's gonna put it up and hits from 3. Knutsen does it again.
Knutsen striking first. She just became the all-time leading scorer in Millikin women's basketball history last week.
It's Knutsen named CCIW Women's Player of the Week. She's gonna be player to watch for tonight. Oliver tries to work through the double trap, drives inside, fakes outside, puts it up, and is good. Kate Oliver gets Wheaton back on the board.
Tough basket there by Oliver, but just really good ball movement, getting the ball inside.
A bit of a wild possession there. It was fired out of bounds. I believe Millikin will retain possession. I believe that was out on Wheaton.
Good defensive play there by Annie Tate, using her wingspan to sort of pick that ball out of bounds there.
Knutsen sends it back in as Knutsen tries to drive in, dumps it off to Darden, and kicks it outside to Knutsen. Knutsen going one-on-one, pulls up from 3, that time no good. Rebound by Darden, she kicks it out to Benineson. 3-point try, no good, and it goes off the top of the basket, and it'll be Wheaton ball. Kaufman with the shot.
Overall, good offensive possession there for Millikin. Getting the ball out, good ball movement, taking their shots that were open, just not able to capitalize there. Let's see if Wheaton can come back and take the lead here.
Wheaton's gonna wanna have to take advantage of some of these opportunities where on the rare times Millikin doesn't score. We know they can put up some great numbers on the offensive side. Just out to Schwinn. Schwinn's gonna put it up, no good. Rebound there by Knutsen as she's gonna wanna run the floor for the Big Blue. Nice pass on the inside. Number 7, Tellis. I believe there's going to be a turnover called double dribble.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here. Knutsen passes in to Tellis and gets called with a double dribble.
Forgot to put the ball down. Fibrowski's going to try to slow down the pace. We've seen back and forth so far, although only a few points to show for it. Millikin definitely trying to run the tempo. Wheaton wants to set up their offense in a slower pace. Oliver at the top of the key, working on Lyonson, puts it up, and the foul's gonna be on the floor. She'll go to the line for 2.
2 shots for Oliver. Take a look at the replay here. Oliver at the top of the key, sees her opportunity to go inside, up to the cup. Just a little bit off in the shot, but she does draw the foul there.
First foul for Emily Breneinson of Millikin as Oliver goes to the line. Chance to give Wheaton the early lead. And Oliver will make the first.
Oliver's a good free throw shooter, shooting 70% on the year. If she gets to the line, she's pretty dangerous.
One of the players who's stepped up in the absence of Caroline Sicking as the second shot goes down.
Yeah, obviously that's a big storyline for the Thunder. Caroline Sicking went out only after 9 games this season. We've seen some players step up big time in Wake. And there's another one
inside, but it's deflected by Oliver. Oliver once again creating plays on the defensive end. She's gonna want to take it herself. Driving inside, kicks out to Schwinn around Tate for the 3, and no good. I believe Hunter was in contention. It was last off of Hunter.
That was just a good sequence there by Wheaton, just not able to capitalize. And Jenna Hunter, the freshman, making her 3rd start of the year, coming off a strong game against Illinois Wesleyan where she scored 14 points. Look for her to get heated up a little bit today.
Definitely a player who's going to be a big contributor next year, getting some opportunities late in this season. Kaufman passes it around to Anna Blank into the game for the first time. Shot put up, no good there by Knutsen. Rebound Schwinn. Wheaton's defense holding strong so far. Passes it up to Tate. Tate gets the bump and gonna get the charge call, so it'll go the other way.
Yeah, good eyes by Schwinn there, seeing the open Tate. And Tate just barely bumped into her.
And he planted the feet, took the charge. Nice play on the defensive end by Millikin to get the ball back.
Called that one a controlled fall.
Of course. Sent inside to Kaufman. It's going to be a kicked ball, but they're going to call it out on Millikin.
Take a look at the replay here. Knutsen wanted to go inside. She did. And then Bailey Kaufman.
I believe that was off of Christina Rice, who was checked into the game for the Big Blue. Bobrowski to Schwinn on the outside. Black now defending Oliver. Oliver in control for a lot of this portion of the game. She goes up, gets the foul, no good, but she'll go to the line.
Good effort again by Kate Oliver, going from the top of the key, trying to take her opportunity to go to the basket. Doesn't finish there, but she gets another foul. It should go back to the line for 2.
Already we're seeing Kate Oliver taking advantage of these opportunities as the first shot goes down. And the second shot is good as well. An early 6-3 lead here for the Thunder.
And Kate Oliver has all 6 of those points for the Thunder.
And Millikin fires out of bounds. It's Anna Blank, a little bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, she was just looking for Knutson. It just misjudged where she would be. Throws the ball out of bounds. Now, Dominic, it's important to note, last season, Wheaton did have a strong 66-48 win against Millikin late in the season here at King Arena.
Wheaton looking for similar success as Jenna Hunter checks out of the game. And Annika Richardson's back in. She'll have the ball now, working on number 3, Rice. It's sent around to Oliver. Oliver puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Knutson. Oliver taking a lot of the shots. Nice pass down the court by Knutson. Shot put up, no good. That was Madruin, who puts up the shot for Millikin, was no good.
This will be Anna Blank inbounding the ball for the Big Blue. See if they can control this offensive drought that they've had.
Blank on the inbound to Rice. Rice driving inside. Nice defense there by Annika Richardson as she's able to reject it and send it out. Wheaton gets the ball back. Richardson looking to run the floor, passes it inside. Tate able to control it, fires it around to Figurowski sends it out to Oliver, who's going to slow it down a little bit. Sees Schwinn cutting inside. Oliver trying to do it herself. The shot clock winding down, 7 seconds now. Schwinn might have to put up a shot. Trapped defense there by Knutson. Tate's gonna have to put this one up. Drives, and no good as the clock expires. Rebound by Knutson.
Great defense there by Millikin, using the trap on Schwinn.
And the foul as Knutson picks up the 3-point play opportunity.
And here she goes, coast to coast for Knutson, taking control all by herself, seizing the opportunity, going all the way to the rim, drawing the foul, and now she has an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Kylie Block. I believe Emily Bryneinson checked back into the game for Millikin as the shot is missed by Knutson, a rare miss. As we see, Wheaton has another opportunity. Richardson puts it up, no good. Flying in, the rebound trying to be collected by Figurowski. I believe they're gonna call it Millikin ball as we're gonna take our first timeout of the quarter. Currently, Wheaton leading 6-5 in a back and forth affair.
Looks like Annika Richardson's coming out. Alexis Martin to take her place. Looks like she just subbed in. Well, Millikin's coming off of a great shootout win at North Park on Wednesday where they won 110-91. That was an absolute shootout. Great performance overall by Millikin. Knutson led with a 25-point double-double. She had 10 assists. And then right behind her, Kaufman and Durden both had 24 points. So we saw 3 Millikin players go over 20 points on Wednesday. We'll see how soon they get fired up here today with Knutson having all 5 of their points, and on the other end of the court, Kate Oliver having all 6 of Wheaton's points.
And so given that offensive scoring, it's impressive how Wheaton's defense has been able to hold up so far. A lot of good off-ball movement by the Thunder. And even though Knutson's had her opportunities, Wheaton has been pretty stout. And as you said, Kate Oliver absolutely dominating in this one. Interesting to see how they've gone to her for a lot of scoring opportunities. Obviously, Annie Tate, one of the main scoring presence on this Wheaton team. But Kate Oliver's really taken that role of commander on the floor.
Yeah, she's done a great job on both ends of the court, both offense and defense. We see her on defense getting turnovers, getting blocks, collecting rebounds.
Millikin will have the ball as Knutson takes it up the floor. Send it around to Block. Block trying to drive on the outside. Sends it to Bryneinson, around back to Knutson. So far, Wheaton not letting up in the interior. Knutson drives inside and gets the easy bucket.
Great offensive ball movement there by Millikin, finding Knutson, just allowing her to do what she does best and just go to the rim for the easy basket.
See how Wheaton responds. Feborowski trying to drive on the inside, encounters the trap. And we'll see who that's off of. They're going to call it off of Feborowski, and it'll be big blue ball.
Feborowski doesn't agree with that one. Let's take a look at the replay here. Looks like Feborowski tried to get it off. I think that was Kaylee Block she was trying to get it off of, but ended up touching it last as she went out of bounds.
Tough call for Wheaton, as Millikin will regain possession. Beneinson trying to drive inside on Tate, picks up the dribble, sends it around to Sophie Darden. Darden working on Richardson, kicking it back out. So far, Wheaton solid in the interior, puts up the shot, no good, as that was Beneinson on the shot. And Feborowski controls again.
Yeah, good defense there by Wheaton. You saw the ball sort of get poked out underneath the paint.
Alexis Martin, nice ball movement, pass inside, and Annie Tate converts.
The first score by a player not named Kate Oliver tonight, as Annie Tate finds her home under the basket.
And Knutson puts up the three, in and out, as Oliver collects the rebound. Saw some nice off-ball play by Martin. Nice pass on the inside by Oliver, and the foul for Annie Tate. What a pass there by Oliver, and Tate gets the and one.
Take a look at the replay here. Oliver had corralled that rebound on the three from Knutson. Just quick ball movement down the court, and Annie Tate has found her home in the paint, as she usually does. Annie Tate is the best free throw shooter on this team with 84.3% on the year.
Let's see, Annie Tate trying to make her free throw. Knutson checks out of the game along with Rice for the Big Blue. Anna Blank back into the game. Pass it outside. That's Block. Block fires it around to Kaufman. Kaufman trying to drive on Oliver. Good defense, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound there by Richardson.
Those are tough shots. The ones that just roll in and out. You think you're gonna make it.
Borowski loses the ball for a little bit, is able to re-corral it. Establishes the offensive possession for Wheaton. Richardson picks up a dribble, nice pass in and around to Feborowski, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound there by Block, as Millikin wants to run the floor. Blank, gonna slow up a little bit, fires it around to number 32, Kaufman. So far, Millikin driving inside, haven't converted a lot of their shots. The three-point ball put up, and it's good for Kylie Block.
Good ball play there from Millikin, passing the ball around, finding Block, and letting her take her shot.
Impressed so far to see that Millikin rarely has taken their initial shot, but have always had around 3 or 4 passes before they end up shooting.
And I think that's what's going to be really good for them tonight, is the ball movement that they're going to be able to have on their own side of the court.
Feborowski trying to drive inside, she goes up, no good. As you see, Wheaton have opportunities to drive to the basket, haven't been able to convert so far. Millikin slows up. As Kaufman thought about the three, but decides not to. Beneinson gonna work on Tate. We see more of that ball movement for Millikin as they try to drive inside and capitalize on their height advantage. Kaufman puts up the shot, batted out by Darden, and they're gonna call it Millikin ball.
Yeah, they're gonna call it out on Richardson there. Good movement by Kaufman there, trying to go for the shot. And then Richardson on Darden.
Rachel Brady and Lily Schwinn check into the game as Darden and Block come out for Millikin. Blank has the ball underneath, he's gonna send it in, deflected away immediately by Richardson. And there's Annika Richardson once again creating plays on the defensive end of the floor. Oh, and they're gonna call a foul on Wheaton, off-ball foul.
Not too sure who it was on or what it was. Take a look at the replay here.
Maybe a moving screen.
Moving screen on Schwinn.
See, Millikin will have the ball again. Drive inside there, and the nice bucket by Medrew. As Millikin's back on the board.
Yeah, Mahundru with just a nice bucket going up to the cup, putting the ball in.
Oliver driving inside, kicks it out to Richardson. Richardson's gonna pull up from 3, no good. Long rebounds collected by Knutson, who's back into the game. She's gonna want to run the floor. Knutson goes up, nice bank shot, but no good. Rebound collected, and Kate Oliver's gonna try to run it. Decides to slow down, try to set up the offense. Takes the double team. Trying to look for anyone to come around as Schwinn finds Brady on the inside. Brady immediately trapped. Finds Richardson. Richardson puts up the shot, no good. Rebound collected there by Kaufman. Fire all the way around to Knutson. Knutson already underneath the basket. Good ball movement here by Millikin. Makes the extra pass. Kaufman fires from 3 and connects. Wow. What an offensive possession here in the late first quarter.
Now that was just great from Millikin. Again, it's the ball movement. It's the passes before the shot. I don't think you saw anybody take a step in between those 4 passes when Kaufman took the shot. Just great ball movement.
8 seconds left on the game clock. Nice pass on the inside by Brady as Schwinn gets the layup. 13-15. Millikin has 2-point lead. Fires up the shot from midcourt, no good. And there's the end of the first quarter. Millikin has a 15-13 lead. Wheaton keeping it close so far, as we've seen good offense from both sides.
Yeah, this has just been a good showing from both sides. Obviously on Wheaton, you've had chances to drive to the basket. You've had chances to get points, but you're not able to finish. We've seen shots rim out. We've seen layups just not go. And we've seen not enough juice on some jump shots that should have been made. On the other end of the court, if you're Millikin, you're very pleased with the ball movement that you have right now. You're very pleased with the shot selection, the 3-point balls. You're very pleased going up to the rim, making those baskets. But if you're Wheaton, you're really looking for more people to get involved in the game. Right now, Kate Oliver leads the Thunder scorers with 6 points. Annie Tate right behind with 5. And of course, on the other end of the ball, it's Knutson with 7 points, taking control of this ball game for the Big Blue early on.
Absolutely, been a good one so far. As we'd like to take a moment, Wheaton Athletics would like to thank Maypole Restaurant in downtown Wheaton for providing food for the games and staff at tonight's basketball games. Maypole is located on 121 West Front Street in Wheaton. Visit their website at www.gatheratmaypole.com to place an order or make a reservation, or give them a call at 331-218-4181. Well, as we're beginning to start the second half, we've seen both teams try to keep an up-tempo game, but so far, what are the changes we'd like to see from Wheaton, and what can Millikin keep doing?
Yeah, obviously we'd like to see Wheaton get a little bit more comfortable in their shots and just start finishing. Millikin is playing sound defense, and they're running the court coast to coast, which has really paid off for them in the long run. Their ball movement's been spectacular.
Ooh, and an errant pass by Lily Schwinn to Anna Mooney, who's into the game for the first time, and Millikin will have possession.
Just not what you want to see if you're Wheaton. Obviously a season-long struggle in the turnovers. That'll be the 4th turnover for Wheaton tonight.
So far they comparatively kept it relatively under control, but a costly turnover there. Metu passes it outside to Kaufman. Kaufman fires it all the way around to Blank. Blank trying to drive inside, gives it up to Medru. Medru's gonna put up the underhand shot, no good. Rebound there by Tate. Nice defense by the Thunder. Swinging around, Jenna Hunter now is the ball in the middle of court. See if she puts it up, no good. Richardson puts up the 3 and connects. Annika Richardson, the first 3-point shot of the game for the Thunder.
Great shot from Richardson. It's what she does. She's really good from beyond the arc, and she gives the Thunder back the lead here early in the second quarter of play.
Medru. The dribble, it sends it around to Blank. Blank's gonna fire her own 3, and it goes in and out. See, one of the rare times where we have a quick end to the possession for Millikin. Hunter swinging around to Mooney. Mooney has the ball on the outside. He's gonna send it back to Tate. Tate trying to drive on the inside, spin move, puts it up, and no good. Rebound by Millikin. You see this immediately, Millikin is able to set up their offense. They get really quick transitions. They're able to keep Wheaton on their heels. Knutson puts up the shot, no good. Wheaton's able to recover once again. Tate gonna put up the wide open 3 and connects. They left Annie Tate all alone, and she's able to nail it for the 4-point lead.
Over the course of the past few weeks, Annie Tate has taken over the 3-point percentage shooting on the team with 34%.
Ooh, and they're going to call a foul on Lily Schwen as she initially had the block on Knutson, but Knutsen's going to go to the line.
Now let's take a look at the replay. Good defense by Schwen. She had the block, and ref really didn't like what she saw. Called the blocking foul, and Knutson will head to the line for 2 shots.
Currently Wheaton with a 19-15 lead, playing really well. It's really going against a very solid Millikin team, especially on the defensive end, as Fiborowski checks into the game. As well as I believe Kate Oliver is back in. Knutson will make her first shot. So far, Knutson's been the main catalyst for scoring. Interesting, we haven't seen a lot of other Millikin scorers get into play so far. Bailey Kaufman averages 16 points a game, and so far haven't seen as much, only 3 points on the night.
Yeah, it is interesting, especially coming off such a large game with 24 points against North Park. Let's see if she can get into her groove and get fired up here a little bit as the game goes on.
We've seen Millikin definitely runs through Knutson, but a lot of other dangerous scorers that so far Wheaton has done a really good job at keeping at bay. Pass over by Oliver. Unfortunately, no one was there. And another turnover for the Thunder.
Yeah, I think Oliver just lost control of the ball there. Not what she wanted.
We're going to get a timeout on the floor.
Resetting the game clock, I believe.
I believe there was an issue at the scores table with the game clock. This will give Wheaton a little bit of a breather with 7:48 left in the half.
I think the official's saying now a second off the shot clock. Yep. Goes from 28 to 27 seconds. Shot clock does.
All right, Rice inbounds to Knutson. It's currently Millikin down 2 in the middle goings of this second quarter. Darden driving in, swings it all the way around. And there's going to be a foul called against Wheaton.
I think that'll go against Fiborowski. Let's take a look here. As Kylie Block. Fiborowski just got a little piece of her. It'll be Berneinson inbounding.
Berneinson fires it all the way around to Rice. Rice working on Tate. She's going to put up the shot, no good. Rebound's going to be collected by Jenna Hunter. The freshman making her presence known on the inside. Fiborowski looking to stretch this Wheaton lead. Swings it around to Oliver. Oliver picks up her dribble, trying to drive inside. Good job on the trap. Fiborowski gonna put up the 3 and connects. Fiborowski extends this to a 5-point lead for the Thunder.
A great shot from Fiborowski there. One of the hardest places on the court to make a 3-point shot, and she connects effortlessly there.
Drive on the inside by Block, kicked out to Rice. Rice to Darden on the inside. Darden's gonna wanna go up, doesn't. Sends it over to Rice. Nice defense there by Hunter. Rice puts up the awkward shot, no good. Rebound and goes to the floor. Tate has it. They're going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow will stay with the Big Blue.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here. Annie Tate just does a great job corralling the ball and keeping her hands on it. I'd like to go back to that Fiborowski 3. That was only her 13th 3 of the season. So a rare 3-point shot from Fiborowski, but a much-needed one, as it gives them the 5-point edge early on in this ballgame.
Medrew checks back into the game for the Big Blue, and she'll have the ball here. Swung it around to Berneinson. Berneinson trying to drive in on Tate. Jenna Hunter once again interrupting. Corralled there by Rice, and another Wheaton steal, as it'll be a Millikin foul. Wheaton creating those steals and getting opportunities on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, great defense here. First with Hunter causing the disruption, trying to poke the ball away, and then Fiborowski so quick, and she has great eyes for the ball as she goes in, gets the steal, gets the foul. Just great defensive play early on from Wheaton. Let's see if they can continue to build on this lead.
So to see Jenna Hunter absolutely playing a great role for this Wheaton team, especially on the defensive end. Her and Annika Richardson causing a lot of problems for the Big Blue on the inside. Oliver has ball on the top of the floor. Send it around to Feborowski. Oliver sets the pick. Feborowski tries to drive inside. Hunter, cross-court pass to Tate. Tate gonna put up the three and gets it! Annie Tate from downtown.
Back-to-back threes for the Thunder. Gives them a great lead, something to continue to build off of.
Knutson trying to drive inside. She passes it over to Darden. Darden, the pass no good, and Kate Oliver makes the defensive play. An errant pass fired, but luckily it's going to, for Wheaton, it's going to be off Millikin.
Wheaton has all the momentum now after two back-to-back threes, good defensive plays. They're running the court the way that they want to run the court. Look for them to settle in here and get another great offensive possession.
Matea Tillis checks into the game for the Big Blue. Oliver feeling good, putting up a three, no good. Rebound collected by Knutson. At this point, the threes have been coming down for Wheaton. Why not try? Millikin running the floor. Darden gets the ball on the inside. Wheaton swarms, gets a loose ball, and it's going to stay with Millikin. Great job by both Hunter and Mooney swarming, or I believe that was Feborowski who's able to swarm on the under the basket.
Let's see what Millikin's drawn up here. Try to get a little bit of an offensive spark as they've fallen dull in the past few minutes.
Beneinson trying to drive inside, and Millikin is able to get back on the board. Nice shot by Beneinson.
Yeah, I think that was the way to go for Beneinson. Just take the easy shot, take what's given to you, and try to put some more points on the board.
Wheaton nursing a 6-point lead here. They've been dynamo so far from beyond the arc. Feborowski guarded by Tellis. She'll fire it around to Mooney. Mooney trying to get it inside. Hunter, nice play, rejected by Darden. Nice play on the Millikin end by Sophie Darden. As Millikin's able to get the ball back. Kaufman trying to drive inside on Tate. Passes, and that's going to be intercepted by Feborowski as she had great possessioning on Darden.
A few uncharacteristic turnovers here.
Mooney puts up the three, no good. Nice pass by Oliver, but unable to convert. Ball is loose on the floor. Kaufman tries to get it, and they're going to call the ball for Millikin. It's Anna Mooney trying to make a play. I believe Millikin's going to call a timeout.
I like the shot selection there from Mooney. She's one of the best three-point shooters on the team. Every time she gets into the game, she makes an impact immediately. And look at that there, the hustle after the shot to try and go corral her own rebound. Just great, phenomenal hustle there from Mooney.
And one of the things we've seen so far is that a lot of these shots for Wheaton have been pretty open looks. They've been moving the ball around really well, getting those open looks. And for Millikin, even though they've been moving the ball, their hot shots haven't been as clean.
Yeah, Wheaton's playing some really clean defense here tonight. It's really great to see. I love seeing the fact that they're covering every Millikin shooter. They've only allowed 2 or 3 really open shots tonight, but other than that, it's been a blanket of defense on the defensive side for Wheaton. Now, on Wheaton's offensive side, their ball movement has been really good. They're getting their players into scoring position, finding the open shot, finding, the open lane to drive through. We've seen that a couple times in the first quarter where Oliver was at the top of the key and all the movement underneath the basket just created a lane for her to go and get the attempt for the bucket, draw the foul, shoot the free throws. It's going to be real important for Wheaton to continue the same momentum that they have now as they continue to strive to build on this lead.
Keys against facing some of these types of teams are not just how you start, but how you finish. Millikin's a really good team, a lot of scorers, and we've seen some games get away from Wheaton sometimes. So we will see how they do in the second half and how they finish up in this second quarter. So far, we've seen Annie Tate with 11 points taking the scoring lead for Wheaton, especially on 2 clutch 3-point shots. Anna Blank back into the game for Millikin. Making good use of their bench, trying to get it inside, sends it to Darden. Darden passes around, Knutson's gonna put up a 3, no good. Rebound there collected, it's out of bounds, and it's gonna be Wheaton ball, last off Darden.
Some very early offensive woes, I would say, for Millikin. Just not hitting all the shots that they're used to hitting. Not hitting from beyond the arc. Knutsen's so far held to under double digits. She has 9, but just not the start that they're used to having.
Absolutely, and that was not an easy shot from Knutsen either, as she had a defender right in her face. Fiborowski is going to put up the shot, and it's no good. Rebound by Knutsen, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Annika Richardson.
Let's take a look at the replay. Fiborowski fakes, sees an open opportunity, goes for the long shot. Yep, they're going to call Richardson for some contact there, trying to go for the rebound. I think she got a little slap on the wrist.
Tellis is going to swing it around to number 23, Dudley. Sorry, that is Knutsen, and still in the game as she makes the shot.
Now the tide is turning just a little bit. Let's see if Wheaton can regain the momentum here.
Oliver, and she'll get the immediate foul from Kaufman. I believe part of that might have been by design to slow down the game a little bit.
See what Coach Madsen has drawn up for the offensive side of the ball, and in turn see what Coach Lett has for Millikin's defense.
Good job by Hunter, able to collect that one, finds her underneath, immediately double team. Knutsen's able to get a hand on that pass as Oliver's able to re-corral it. Hunter underneath and gets the bucket.
Great presence there from Hunter in the paint, going up for the layup and just connects.
Lane sends it in. Kaufman trying to drive inside, finds Darden underneath, and Darden gets the easy points. Millikin starting to establish a rhythm here in this one.
A little shot for shot, blow for blow, sort of like a boxing match here. See who outlasts who.
Fiborowski swinging it around to Tate. Tate working on Darden. She's going to put up a tough shot, no good. Rebound underneath by Hunter, puts up the second chance opportunity, no good. Millikin able to rebound. Blank. Pass it off. Shot put up by Knutsen, no good. Ball hits the floor. Rebound. There's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be called on Wheaton.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that on Jenna Hunter there. A little bit of a grab.
See Blank. Fires it into Knutsen, swings it around to Kaufman. Kaufman thought about the three, decides not to. Back to Black, so far ball mostly on the outside floor. Knutsen drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Oliver.
Yeah, Knutsen would have a tough time there in between two Wheaton defenders. Shot doesn't fall, and a good rebound by Oliver.
Tate to Richardson, who's gonna put up the three, no good. Rebound there by Tellis. Kaufman, who's going to put up her own three, no good. Rebound by Darden, second chance opportunity. Kaufman trying to drive inside, finds Tellis, who puts up the easy shot. Nice pass there by Kaufman for the assist.
Yeah, good offensive possession for Millikin, corralling the rebound. I mean, that was a very deep three from Kaufman off rip, but just being able to corral that rebound, move the ball a little bit, and find the open shooter.
Fiborowski sends it over to Oliver. Millikin starting to tire the time. And they're going to get an offensive charge. So we'll see Millikin get the ball back with an opportunity to tie or take the lead with 1:17 left.
Yeah, I see what Oliver was trying to do. Gets up in the air just a little bit, and the force of her momentum just ran into the Millikin defender and may have taken a few acting classes here or there, but she was able to get the charge called.
See Millikin, much better rhythm established here as they've got back into their passing game after passing sets up the dribble drive for them. Kylie Block back into the game. She'll fire it around to Benineson. Block over to Kaufman. Kaufman going to try to drive on Richardson. Puts up the shot, no good, but gets the foul. So under a minute, 54 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, Annika Richardson didn't look like she was too happy with that call, thinking that she had all ball there, and Kaufman will go to the line for two.
She'll make the first. 1 point game now. As we talked about, Wheaton gets out to the early lead, is able to protect it for a while, but Millikin, we knew they weren't going away. As it is now a tie game, 27-27. 53 left on the clock. Fiborowski on Knutson. Borowski trying to drive inside, immediately swarmed by the defense. Tate, nice pass underneath, and Tate gets the much-needed bucket. 29-27.
Good job there by Tate. She likes that spot under the basket.
And Knutson immediately responds. 29-29, back and forth affair. Borowski, shot clock officially turned off. Wheaton will have the last possession. See if they can get some momentum here going into the half, as it's been all Millikin in the final minute so far. 9 seconds left on the clock. Borowski finds Tate. Tate trying to drive inside. Is going to have to put up the shot. No good. Rebound by Knutson. Knutson might have to second, and she's going to not take the shot and run it out. That's the end of the first half, and we have a back and forth affair in this one. 29-29, and what a half we've had so far. Stick around, you won't want to miss the second half. Dominic Brown, Parker Rogers, we'll be back from King Arena.
Wheaton was definitely the best place, for me that I could have ever gone. I look back just making the decision to come to Wheaton. I'm so grateful, for everyone in that process who helped lead me to Wheaton. I feel like I've grown in just so many different ways, looking back to my freshman year, even just thinking about it now, to kind of where I am now, and really couldn't have asked for any better place to be. And honestly, again, it's a testament to all the people that I got to surround myself with every day here.
When I saw him play in high school, I came back and told Coach Banner, he clearly is talented enough, but he is so small.
Growing up as very short, skinny, kind of out-of-place point guard, I think that's really where you have to have a chip on your shoulder to know and go in that, I've put in the work and I deserve to be on the court here.
But to be honest, he wasn't the best player on his high school team, and then he wasn't the best player at Wheaton for 4 years. But honestly, very quickly into his first few practices, I could tell we had somebody pretty special. But he is, by all measure now, one of the all-time great players to ever put on a Wheaton jersey. But he's also going to be the type of young man that you can point back to and say, this is what a star player looks like, behaves like, and acts.
I think looking back early on in my career, I really was afraid to fail. And that's something that we talked about a lot, was throw all your dice out there, put all the chips out there. And don't be afraid to fail. And that's something that we kind of worked on together. And that's really what helped us gain trust. And for me, my past, 2-3 years, I was really able to play more free.
When you get a young man like Tyson, you realize you got something pretty special as a coach, because in a lot of ways, he became the leader of our team. And I just cheered a lot. He just became somebody who really embodies everything you want from a best player.
It's honestly such a great honor, and it's something that, I never really thought was on the table.
I do describe the Jostens Trophy regularly as the Division III Heisman for men's basketball. It really is in many ways the most prestigious award that is given out in men's and women's basketball at the Division III level. It not only measures the basketball ability of the men and women at Division III basketball, but also the academic and service of those individuals. So it's a total award that really encompasses not only just the talent level, but really the most outstanding student athlete in our sport.
The initial feelings were just of gratitude and thankfulness to Wheaton, to Coach Schauer, to Coach Panner, everybody who invested in me during this time.
I thought he was better than people probably perceived. The fact that he wasn't on any All-America lists, preseason list surprised me given the career he had had to that point. And I think he kind of carried a little bit of that chip on his shoulder into this season and used that as motivation.
I'm not going to let anybody outwork me. I think that's really kind of where it comes from and stems from, is just wanting to win badly enough to where, you're willing to sacrifice.
One of the things I love about Tyson is he averaged over 5 rebounds a game, and he's not much taller than me. So he just simply was relentless to go rebound the basketball, and knew that given our personnel, that was going to be a potential area of weakness and that he needed to help us there. I honestly believe if I didn't show up for a week, Tyson would have made sure our team did exactly the same thing we did when I was there. And so his legacy will be brought up over and over and over again, whether I'm here or not, because he's going to be on the wall and that trophy's going to be downstairs. The academic reputation of the institution is so high that the students we get here are really self-motivated to do well academically. That matters to them. So they're typically pretty good students on our roster. And then because of their relationship to Jesus, there's a sense that we should serve others and try to model that as Jesus did.
Looking back on the Israel trip and Zimbabwe trip, those are two things, just looking back on my career, that I will never forget. The relationships that we built out there were just so incredible.
Go to the Holy Lands, we're going to do all those biblical sites and really study the Bible on that trip. And our trip to Zimbabwe, which Tyson also went on, we did clinics and did service projects, and we are going to visit historical sites and do some fun stuff in addition to playing some games. But we're going to do it in a different context than most Division III basketball programs.
There's just so many incredible things about those trips. Makes the whole time at Wheaton, and specifically a Wheaton basketball player, just so special.
All he cared about was winning, and that just makes life easy for a coach. Because if your best player cares about that and your best player has his work ethic, it's hard for other people to come up with too many excuses. They sort of follow because he's just such a great leader.
They say the friends you make at college will be friends for life. We say the friends you make at Wheaton College will not only be lifelong, but life-changing. That's because Wheaton is a grace-filled, Christ-centered, fun community unlike any other. From talent shows to all-school communion, Christmas celebrations to hip-hop battles, you'll have opportunities every single day to express who you are and how you see the world, to lead, work, serve, and worship together, to define your convictions with peers and mentors who support and encourage you, and expect your friendships to last not only on campus, but throughout your life as part of a Wheaton family that spans the globe. This isn't just an educational experience. It's an unparalleled journey that you can only find at Wheaton.
When I first came to Wheaton, the ISP was one of the first offices I found. They helped me get settled in, from getting me a SIM card to taking me to the bank to open a bank account. They're very supportive of students whose families live overseas. From freshman year, I joined Mukapa, which is a club at Wheaton for third kosher kids, and we got together every Sunday to share a meal or have fun together, and it was a great place to find community. During my sophomore year, I started working with Mukapa as a publicity manager, and it was amazing to just see freshmen coming in and get settled at Wheaton and find community at Mukapa just as I did.
From psychology to business, health to history, Wheaton College offers 150 plus majors, minors, and concentrations, and 20 plus grad programs, all taught by world-class scholars who will mentor you, motivate you, and prepare you for the career you want. But the top-tier academic experience you'll find at Wheaton doesn't stop at career preparation. Here, we want you to think big picture. See the world through a Christ-centered point of view. Make connections between your faith and your interests and your studies. Pursue academic excellence, not at the risk of your faith, but for the sake of your faith. In the end, you'll have developed a vision for vocation and a passion for service, while strengthening your wisdom and character. That's what makes the Wheaton experience so profound and so long-lasting. It's a whole person preparation for your whole life's journey.
Humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, faithful believers. For Christ and his kingdom, Wheaton stands at the forefront of Christian liberal arts education. Here, we facilitate an unparalleled journey for our students, bringing together deep faith and intelligence to pursue their most ambitious callings. At Wheaton, reaching God-given potential is never accomplished alone. From coaches on the field to professors in the classroom, we come together to make space for students to wrestle with timeless questions and pursue biblically informed, thoughtful wisdom as they pursue academic, artistic, and athletic excellence. We are one of the nation's colleges that change lives, because that is exactly what we do. We live, work, serve, and worship together as an educational community centered on Jesus and reflecting the beautiful diversity of his kingdom. It's collaborative, immersive, Christ-centered. Our enduring model, with twin traditions of quality academics and deep faith, along with a faculty of Christian thought leaders and a staff of dedicated believers, allows us to champion the true essence of the Christian liberal arts educational experience, continuing the legacy lived out by iconic thinkers and evangelical luminaries around the globe. Wheaton integrates and connects disciplines through Christian thought, diverse peers, and contemporary global context. Here, adventurous thinkers and faithful believers come together to create a mosaic of diverse backgrounds, beliefs, and hopes. It's a place of curiosity and conviction, a place to live out your values and pursue your ambitions. Except here, it's not only about what you can achieve. It's about who you can become. Living out our calling with heart and skill through Christ-centered leadership. At Wheaton, you don't have to settle. We call ourselves Thunder because, like thunder, the Wheaton Network is a force moving through him and for him to build the church and benefit society worldwide. Like rolling thunder, God's mighty voice calls us to be humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, and faithful believers for Christ and his kingdom.
Back to this presentation of Wheaton College basketball here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. We've had a good game so far, 29-29 at the half between the Wheaton College Thunder and the Millikin Big Blue. We've seen a lot of offense from both teams, and Wheaton putting together a really great performance against a very good Millikin team.
Yeah, I think the pep band just encapsulated it perfectly. Thriller. This has just been an absolute thriller here tonight. Not at all, I think, what Millikin was expecting after coming off a huge shootout, 110-91 against North Park. But they've got their money, their money's worth cut out for them.
Absolutely. We're going to have another back and forth affair so far for Millikin. We've had Knutson with 13 points, their leading scorer, one of their better players. But so far, Wheaton's been able to contain the rest of the Millikin Blue arsenal. Fiborowski trying to drive on the outside, immediately encounters the trap. Tate picked up by Darden, sends it out to Schwinn. Schwinn passes it back inside to Tate. Nice pass to Hunter, no good. Rebound, believe they're gonna call that off of Hunter, and it'll be Millikin ball.
Yeah, that was a good effort by Hunter, trying to go for her own rebound. Just doesn't get full control of it. She takes a hard fall, but I like the tenacity there, trying to go up to the cup.
Elise Knutson working on Schwinn, tries to extend it inside to Kaufman, batted away and collected by Oliver. Oliver's gonna want to run the floor, does it herself, no good. Rebound by Hunter, nice play. Fiborowski puts it up, no good. Rebound by Schwinn. Wheaton getting the second chance opportunities. Tate wanted to take the three, decides not to. So let's slow down the pace a little bit. Working on Darden. She's gonna go inside, goes for the fadeaway, no good. Rebound once again, and finally, Jenna Hunter converts.
The freshman getting her opportunity and taking it. Great rebounding there by the Thunder.
Knutson puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Darden, and there's a second chance opportunity for the Big Blue as Darden gets the bucket, 31-31. And a quick timeout here as we're gonna be a media timeout.
I like the second chance opportunity by Wheaton. I like the fact that they're getting in there, they're getting the rebounds, they're moving the ball around, and they're trying to take the shots. Saw Annie Tate try to roll in under the basket and make the layup. It didn't fall, but Jenna Hunter was in the right place at the right time, corralled the ball, and got it in. Now, on the other end of the court, it's sort of the same story. Knutson went up for it, wasn't there. Darden, right place, right time, and she got the second chance opportunity. Something to note, Wheaton had no second chance points in the first half. Millikin had 5. Look for that sort of to turn around here as we go in to the second half of play.
Obviously, these two teams been going back and forth, and so far, it has been a mission impossible, and Wheaton has chosen to accept their mission of taking on this Big Blue team.
Something to note also, Wheaton has struggled all year with turnovers. They only have 6 so far in the game compared to a Millikin 8. So far, it bodes well for Wheaton.
And as we've seen, Wheaton creating those second chance opportunities for themselves. And outside of the points bar, Darden, not a lot on the offensive end for Millikin outside of Knutson. There's immediately going to be a foul on, or I believe a turnover on the Wheaton end. Nope, foul. We'll stay with Wheaton.
I think just Knutson tipped that ball out of bounds there on the defensive play.
And more trouble for Wheaton on the inbound, as Schwinn will keep it. Try once again. And once again, Tellis making life difficult for Schwinn. Wheaton unable to get this ball in.
Tellis is using her wingspan, knocking that one out of bounds. See if Schwinn can get it under control here.
Will send it in, finally gets it into Oliver. Oliver trying to drive inside, puts it up, no good, but gets the foul. Kate Oliver going to the line once again, making the plays and getting opportunities.
Yeah, that's just a good drive by Kate Oliver. She had 2 defenders on her, went up, wasn't afraid to take the shot, didn't connect, but it's good. She's got 2 shots here from the charity stripe.
Oliver already had 4 shots on the night, and she'll make her 5th. 5 for 5 from the free throw line. She's getting inside and drawing those fouls so far for Wheaton. Only other free throws tonight have been from Annie Tate. As Oliver makes the next free throw. Pass all the way up the court by Knutson to Kaufman, or excuse me, to Beneinson. Kaufman now with the ball, driving on the inside, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound collected by Darden. Darden fires it, not enough on that pass, as it goes right to Feborowski.
I mean, Feborowski's just so quick and has such a nose for the ball.
Nice pass on the inside to Schwinn to Hunter. And they're gonna call that an offensive foul. Wow.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Schwinn passes inside to Jenna Hunter. She was just trying to grab the ball. I think the ref said she was trying to push off.
Tough call for the Thunders. Knutson has it, wide open shot, and Darden's gonna connect. 33-33. Once again, a back and forth affair as we've seen Sophie Darden really get into this game.
She now has 6 points for the Big Blue.
Doing the cleanup work, getting those offensive rebounds for Millikin. Away, fired by Oliver, away across the court. Hunter back to Oliver. Oliver's gonna put up the tough shot, no good. Rebound collected by Tellis.
Yeah, that was just an immensely tough shot from Oliver there.
Kaufman's gonna wanna put up the three, and she hits. Millikin gets their first lead of the half.
Great shot there from start to finish. Just quick ball movement, and Kaufman got it going for the Big Blue.
And Tellis making her presence known on the defensive end of the floor. He's gonna put Lily Schwinn back in the inbounding position.
Let's see if Tellis can cause more havoc on the inbound.
So Schwinn is able to get it into Oliver on the first try this time. Wraps it around to Hunter. Hunter finds the open person in Feborowski, who puts up the three, no good. Good offensive possession, but just can't convert on the shot. Knutson going to work here on Feborowski. Kaufman, another three-point shot. No good off the front iron. Tellis had the ball, but it goes into the hands of Feborowski.
I think the ball just seems to find Feborowski wherever she's at. It's like she's a ball magnet.
Absolutely, making an impact on the floor for Wheaton. Oliver, nice pass on the inside, and Hunter gets the easy basket.
The awareness in the eyes from Kate Oliver on that play is absolutely phenomenal.
And Knutson's gonna put it up, and she just goes and does it herself.
Back to back, shot for shot, trading blows here.
Oliver throwing the ball in the end, facing a three-point deficit, passes it inside to Hunter. Hunter's gonna put up the shot, and it goes. Jenna Hunter being the main offensive cog for Wheaton, and Tellis unable to get the three-point play, but collects the foul.
Yeah, trying to go coast to coast there on the one pass, one dribble. Wasn't able to get it, but Tellis will go to the line.
Well, we've seen almost similar storylines between the Big Blue and the Thunder. Tellis making her presence known on the defensive end of the floor, creating a lot of havoc for Wheaton as she misses the first shot, while Jenna Hunter also really getting into this game from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, Jenna Hunter now has 10 points, second in scoring for the Thunder.
Tellis will make the second shot. This will be a 2-point lead as Medru checks back into the game for the Big Blue as Tellis takes a breather.
Anna Mooney also checks in for the Thunder.
It's Feborowski trying to drive it to the basket, decides to kick it out. Drives again inside, swings pass around. Oliver able to control that one, unfortunately not, as she steps out, and it will be Millikin ball.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a high pass for Oliver. She jumped up, tried to crowd, but her foot just landed slightly out of bounds.
Blank sends over to Medhue, and another whistle's gonna blow, as it's going to be an offensive foul, and Wheaton will get the ball.
And Millikin had just stepped out of bounds there.
Step out of bounds as we see both teams with turnovers, and as consequence, Oliver's going to want to slow down the pace. They're trying to drive inside, sends it to Hunter. Hunter, off her hands, immediately gets trapped, and Wheaton luckily retains possession.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. Hunter, good job corralling it, trying to get it to Oliver, and it just gets bumped out of her hands.
Oliver sends in Feborowski, thought about the shot, decides not to. Tate brings it back around to Feborowski. Wheaton feels like they've had a little bit of trouble trying to get clean shots. Is another contested shot. Jenna Hunter goes up and gets the basket. Jenna Hunter getting a lot of points off the bench. Knutson gonna try to put up a shot of her own, no good. Rebound collected once again by Darden. Kaufman swings it around to Knutson, finds the open person in Mayhew, rejected by Oliver.
Goodness. Oliver was all up in her grill. Like her name was George Foreman there. Just absolutely blocked it.
And a timeout's gonna be called.
Oliver averages about 2 blocks a game. She leads the Thunder on the season in blocks. Such a strong defensive presence. That was such a great play there. Being able to sniff out the 3 ball, go up for the block.
We've seen Kate Oliver really take command on the defensive end. And on the offensive end, Jenna Hunter now the leading scorer for Wheaton with 12 points.
A great development there. Love seeing the freshman in her 3rd start just take advantage of the opportunity that she's given. And she's made some really tough baskets. She's made some really tough rebounds. It's been great to see her get those second chance points. Great to see her get in on those little scrums that are happening, just corralling the ball, getting the ball back out, doing everything that she can to provide a spark to the Wheaton offense. And now we have a tie game once again. Now, if you're Millikin, I think you're wanting to continue to keep up the pace. That's been sort of where they found their rhythm when they're picking up the pace. We saw in the first half really good ball movement, pass to pass to pass to shot. See if they pick that up. See if Coach Olivia let draw something up like that here for the Big Blue as they come out of this timeout.
So we've seen for Wheaton, it's been difficult finding points in the paint. But Jenna Hunter's really helping them out there and creating a presence in the inside of the inside towards the basket. And on the other end, Sophie Darden's been collecting a lot of offensive rebounds, creating second chance opportunities. But like you've said, not as much in the passing game for Millikin. Blank will be in to inbound. Send it into Kaufman. Kaufman trying to drive on the inside. Send back out to Black. Knutson picked up by Alexis Martin, who's in the game, sends it to Darden. Darden has trouble corralling it, and it's picked up by Anna Mooney. A Big Blue turnover gives Wheaton a chance. Feborowski gets the pick from Tate, sends it back out. Tate wanting to drive inside on Darden. We'll send it to Mooney. Mooney trying to drive inside. Picked up well, and another pass out to Hunter, but she gets her own rebound, puts it up no good, and Kaufman will collect.
Hunter's got a little bit of tenacity to her, just going up for those boards. Takes the shot, sees she doesn't get it, just goes, keeps on going back for the board.
Knutson passes it off to Blank. Kaufman thought about the 3, decides not to, swing it around to Blank, who will put up the very flat 3-point shot, or it must have been a pass because Darden puts it in.
I think it's safe to say we can call that one a pass to Darden.
I think so. Exactly what Millikin drew up as they lead 41-39 here with 3:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Feborowski passes it around. Nice play by Darden, and Knutson's gonna want to run the floor. Take it herself, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, look who it is, it's Sophie Darden, who's able to get the second chance opportunity for the Big Blue. Doing will put up the shot, no good. Rebounds collected by Jenna Hunter as Feborowski is going to try to drive inside, decides to back out. 41-39, Wheaton trying to either tie or take the lead. Gets it inside to Tate. Tate, wide open basket shot, no good, but she gets the foul. Lucky she missed that first one because now she'll be going to the line for 3.
Yeah, I think the initial reaction is, oh shoot, that's a shot that you have to make, it's wide open. Paid out in the end, got her rebound, got the foul and the and one shot. Now she'll head to the line, and as we know, She is dangerous from the free throw line, the last person on this court that you want to have at the line.
Both of us were here for the honor of watching her make 28 of 29 free throws, setting an NCAA record. Unfortunately on that one, it goes in and out, unable to convert on the three-point play. Drive on the inside by Benineson, who checks back into the game. Knutson puts up a tough shot, no good. Sophie Darden once again gets the rebound, sends it out to Blank. Nice pass by Millikin overall. Sends it into Darden. Darden driving in on Brady, puts it up, no good, but the foul.
Great job there by the senior, Anna Mooney, standing in there and taking all of that charge.
Fortunately not able to draw it as Darden's gonna go to the line. And she makes the first. Darden now with 12 rebounds on the night, and 11 of them being offensive. They're creating a lot of second chance opportunities for Millikin. And she makes the second. Interesting, they pull Jenna Hunter. We'll see how Rachel Brady adjusts with her matchup on Darden. Mooney will bring it down the court. Wheaton still very much in this game, only down by 2. Mooney trying to get it inside to Tate, is able to find Martin, no good. Rebound on the floor for a bit, collected by Black. Blank's gonna have to get it across, finds Benineson, who decides not to take the three, fires it around back to Blank. Blank sends the ball to Benineson. Benineson trying to drive in on Faborowski, finds Knutson wide open corner three, and she drains it.
Good movement there by the Big Blue, getting the ball around, and the Thunder just left Knutson wide open in the corner.
Lisa Knutson, such a dangerous player. 18 points on the night at least. And a foul is going to be called as Mooney picks it up. That exact number, yes, it is 18 points on the night for Knutson. Unfortunately for Wheaton, can't leave her that wide open in the corner.
No, definitely not. She's a lethal shooter. Holds the scoring record all time for the Millikin Big Blue.
Haley Kaufman checks into the game along with Annika Richardson and Kate Oliver. Faborowski able to get it in to Annie Tate, who works on Kaufman, picks up the double team from Tellis. Faborowski now trying to drive inside. Nothing doing so far. Sends it around to Richardson, a lot of dribbling. 6 on the shot clock. Martin has to put up a shot, no good. Rebound by Benineson.
Not enough juice on that shot by Martin. Love to see a little bit more of a spark here from Wheaton offensively.
Benineson sends it around. Tellis finds Knutson in the corner, guarded well by Oliver. Kaufman thought about the shot, decides to drive in instead, poked away by Richardson.
Good defense from Richardson. That's tall on tall right there. And she gets the poke out, but the possession will remain with the Big Blue.
And a blank checks out of the game as Sophie Darden is back in for Millikin. Inbound by Benineson, took a little bit there, but gets it into Darden. Darden working on Tate, sets up the three for Knutson, and she drains it. Under a minute left, 49-41, as the Big Blue establish a strong lead. Oliver looking for the response. Sends it around to Richardson. Richardson fires shot back to Oliver. Good defense by Millikin. They picked up the trap, sends it in, and there's going to be another turnover for Wheaton as it's collected by Darden. Knutson's going to have another opportunity before the half end. She puts up her shot, no good. Collected by Tellis, as they're going to call jump ball, possession arrow. Will stay with the Big Blue.
Yeah, on the other end of this court, Coach Madsen is absolutely furious with the officials. He was looking for a kicked ball on that turnover. The entire Thunder bench was looking for a kicked ball. Ref didn't call it.
Benineson is going to fire it all the way over to Sophie Darden. As Knutson will try to drain this clock a little bit. 15 on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock. Got a 2-second differential. Darden is going to drive inside on Tate, immediately picks up the double team, finds the open man, and gets the shot by Tellis, as that's going to be the end of the third quarter. What a quarter by the Big Blue. Sophie Darden coming through in the clutch, creating a lot of second chance opportunities. And with zeros on the board heading into the fourth, Wheaton finds themselves in a 10-point hole.
Just a few offensive struggles there by Wheaton. It's been about 3 minutes since their last basket. That was the Annie Tate layup. But we're looking to see just how they respond here coming out into the fourth. And you got to wonder what Coach Madsen is drawing up for them.
Absolutely, it'll be definitely a good fourth quarter here as Wheaton will try to get back into this game. Once again, Wheaton Athletics would like to thank Maypole Restaurant in downtown Wheaton for providing food for the game staff at tonight's basketball games. Maypole is located at 121 West Forest Street in Wheaton. Visit their website at www.gatheratmaypole.com to place an order or make a reservation, or give them a call at 331-218-4181.
Knutson has absolutely heated up here in the third quarter. Now totals with 21 points, 7 rebounds. She's getting close to a double-double. On the other end, Annie Tate still leads. Annie Tate still leads with 13 points.
Wheaton's going to try to dig themselves out of this hole. Annie Tate with 13. Oliver has the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought between Hunter and Kaufman's the one that's able to pull it away. Tellis in the corner, trying to find Darden. Nice play by Oliver, and that's the type of play that Wheaton needs. Strong defensive plays by their playmakers as they try to cut into this 10-point deficit.
Yeah, strong defensive play is good. They're going to need strong offensive play now from their playmakers.
Nice play by Hunter. Debatably got the foul, but no call as she gets 2.
Good play there by Jenna Hunter. She now leads Thunder scoring with 14.
Benighton driving in on Tate, selects the triple team, and there's going to be a foul on Jenna Hunter, I believe.
Yep, Jenna Hunter just got a little too physical on the inside there, going for the rebound. I think she got her hand just on the inside, and they called contact there.
So far, not a lot of Thunder players in foul trouble, as the first free throw is made by Benighton. And Benighton, the second shot goes out, but what a play by Sophie Darden to collect it again. Knutson's gonna jack up the 3, no good. Rebound collected by Annie Tate. I mean, imagine if Knutson gets in that 3, that's a killer for Wheaton.
Good rebounding by the Thunder. See if they can cause some trouble here on the offensive side of the ball. Wonder what Coach Madsen has drawn up for them.
Hunter trying to get it over to Schwinn, but once again, Matea Tellis making it hard for Schwinn.
Let's see what Tellis chooses to do on this inbound. As we've seen, she caused some trouble earlier with the inbounding.
Gets it into Tate. Tate trying to drive in on Darden. Puts up the fadeaway shot, no good. Rebounds collected by Knutson. Knutson firing it up. Gonna try to find Tellis in the corner. He's passed a little too slow, so they're gonna have to swing it around to Kaufman, who's gonna put up the shot, no good. But another foul on the Wheaton end as Kaufman once again goes to the line.
Yeah, Kaufman just driving in. Gets a little contact from Tate, I believe. She'll go to the line for 2.
Kaufman will make the first shot. The personal fouls, Jenna Hunter now has 3, with Oliver, Tate, Schwinn, and Fabrowski all having 2. We'll have to watch the foul trouble to see if Wheaton keeps on getting contact drawn on them under the paint. Both free throws were made by Kaufman. Into Schwinn, now a 54-43 lead. Swings it all the way around. Oliver able to keep it in bounds, trying to drive in on Millikin. Tate trying to find an opportunity to put it up, guarded well by Darden, and she gets the bank shot. I believe that might have gone off the edge of the board.
Yep, good shot there by Tate, taking what's given to her. We need to see consistency there now.
54-45, Wheaton, desperate need of a stop. Knutson driving inside on Schwinn, no good, but once again the whistle sounds, and Knutson will go to the line.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. Lily Schwinn just gets a little bit of a rest there.
On a blank, checks into the game for Benineson. Now I believe that'll be the third foul for Schwinn, so both Hunter and Schwinn have 3. First shot, no good.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Madsen does here now with Schwinn and Hunter in foul trouble. Who does he take out? Who does he bring in? And how does he run his offense?
Jenna Hunter's going to be key, especially stopping Sophie Darden on the offensive end, who has a double-double. 12 offensive rebounds, 10 points. Oliver trying to find that lane, puts up the floater, no good off the back of the rim, and there's going to be a foul this time against Millikin.
Yeah, I think they're going to call an over-the-back foul here. If we look at the replay, Oliver just doing it all by herself, sees the lane that she's able to drive through. Tough shot, just hits it right off the back of the rim.
Richardson able to get it into Tate. Tate covered well by Darden. Then over to Oliver. Oliver trying to find any opportunity, sends it over to Hunter. Hunter puts up the shot, no good. Collected by Tate. Tate's going to put it up and is able to draw the foul.
The initial shot by Hunter was just a little too strong, but Tate was there under the basket, able to draw the foul. She'll go to the line for 2 here. See if she can put some more points on the board for the Thunder.
Be critical to hit some of these free throws down the stretch, especially when you have the clock stopped. You're facing a deficit. First one is made. Tate will hit the second shot. And now 17 points on the night for Annie Tate. Blank sends it over to Kaufman as Tellis trying to drive inside, finds Darden. Darden immediately swarm, puts up the shot, no good. She collects the rebound once again, and a foul is going to be called on Wheaton.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Tellis drives, pass to Darden was, the shot by Darden looked like it could have been blocked by Richardson, and they're just going to get the Thunder for a foul there and see what Millikin decides to do.
I believe Millikin's trying to see if they can, or Wheaton's trying to see if they can get substitution in, I believe. With Coach Lett talking with the refs. We'll resume play. Blank is able to not find Tellis as Oliver gets the steal. Oliver trying to run the floor, finds Tate on the other end, puts up the shot, almost gets the and one, but she'll be going to the line for 2.
Yeah, good coast to coast there by the Thunder. As Oliver gets the steal, runs the floor. Looks like she knew that Tate would be there, and Tate draws the foul. Jenna Hunter goes off to the bench. She is in serious foul trouble with 4. I imagine Coach Madsen is going to try to save her for more towards the end of the game here.
And this is going to be huge as Annika Richardson gets more opportunities, especially trying to cover Sophie Darden. First shot by Tate, no good. Tate misses both.
Not what you want to see right there from your best free throw shooter. An opportunity to put points on the board.
Especially with the clock stop as we are under 7 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Blank. Sends it Kaufman. Kaufman working on Oliver. Puts up the shot, no good. But she's going to get another foul.
And Kate Oliver can't believe that one. Take a look at the replay. Oliver with good defense on Kaufman. Ooh, just barely gets a little bit of her wrist there, and they'll call the foul.
And that's going to be the third foul for Kate Oliver as Kaufman makes her first. Kaufman misses the second, dances around the rim a little bit, and they're going to give the ball back to Millikin.
Oh. Officials are having a conversation. One pointed one way, the other pointed the other.
And they're going to say it's Wheaton ball.
So it falls the right way for Wheaton. Let's see if they can capitalize on this and start getting their offense rolling.
Currently down 9, running out of time. Feborowski, drive in, picked up by Knutson. Over to Oliver. Anyone trying to drive inside. Oliver, no good. Fortunately, not a lot of passing on that possession as Blank is able to send it down. Kaufman trying to get the dagger 3, no good. Rebound by Richardson.
They're going to call a jump ball on that. I didn't think that Darden had both of her hands on the ball. Let's take a look at the replay. The shot by Kaufman off the mark. And Annika Richardson.
Wow. Wow. What a call in this ball game.
Coach Madsen, as you can tell, not happy.
Darden immediately gets the ball, and they're going to call another jump ball, and this one will go to Wheaton. Whew.
Yeah, you can feel the tension in here. You know that at any moment, we've seen it already. Both of these teams have the ability to go on strong runs. I think it's going to come down to who can go on a stronger run here, as we're just under 6 minutes to play left in this ball game.
Feborowski trying to drive inside on Knutson. Swings it around, finds Schwinn. Schwinn in the quarter, guarded by Blank. Going to drive in herself. See if she can put up the shot. Doesn't have anything there. Really picks up the trap. Richardson puts up the 3. No good. Rebound fought over. Feborowski able to control it. Second chance opportunity for Wheaton. She puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Knutson.
Feborowski just a little, just not strong enough on that one. Off just a little bit. Wheaton really needs to find ways to finish their possessions here.
5:09 and counting here in this third quarter. Kaufman guarded by Richardson. So far, Wheaton's done a pretty good job setting the time defensively, but offensively, they've gone on a bit of a drought. Knutson driving on the inside. She's going to put up the shot. No good. Rebound will be collected by Schwinn.
Yeah, speaking into that offensive drought, their last field goal was with 8 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in the ballgame. So it's been over 3.5 minutes since their last field goal. Let's see if they can get started here as the time begins to tick down.
Feborowski trying to get anything going here for Wheaton. Sends into Schwinn. Schwinn send it back to Feborowski. 3 left on the shot clock. Feborowski's going to have to put it up and gets the much-needed bucket as Coach Madsen's going to want a timeout.
Yeah, good selection there by Feborowski. We've seen her tenacity here tonight, finding the ball, creating turnovers. She had that 3 earlier. Now she finds her home on that little layup. A good start for the Thunder to try and get the ball moving on this comeback that they're trying to accomplish.
Coach Madsen taking a page out of the Mike Shower playbook, calling a timeout right after the big basket, as we see Wheaton currently down by about 7 with 4:20 left on the clock. We've seen so far one of the keys to the game so far, and in this last stretch for Wheaton, going to be trying to establish itself on the inside, but that's going to be difficult to do, especially with Jenna Hunter in the foul trouble she's in.
Yeah, it is going to be hard to do. Kate Oliver and Lily Schwinn also in foul trouble, both with 3 fouls. You don't want them to foul out, especially here with so much time, potential time left in the ball game. With 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Let's see what Coach Madsen has drawn up for the Thunder out of the timeout.
Also,
but on the other end, let's see what Coach Lett has the Big Blue doing to keep up the pace that they're on.
I'm going to give you a ridiculous stat. 13 offensive rebounds for Sophie Darden. On Wheaton, it's Jenna Hunter who leads with 5.
That's a lot of offensive rebounds.
A lot of second chance opportunities. Only 2 defensive rebounds on the side for Sophie Darden, but she's been a huge cog in this offensive run for Millikin. Darden will get the ball. She'll send it to Kaufman, who's going to put up the 3. No good. Rebound collected by Richardson. Oliver have the ball. Let's see if Wheaton can try to get some more points back on the board. Finds Tate in the corner. Puts up the 3. No good. Rebound Richardson. Second chance opportunity. She'll put it up and connect.
That was good from Richardson. I like her play there. She saw Schwinn just standing there. Schwinn, recognizing the presence of Richardson, stood there kind of acting like a screen, and Richardson was able to go up for the shot.
Extra pass, finds Knutson in the corner, but Schwinn able to pick her up. Kaufman will fire it around to Benineson. Benineson finds Tallis in the corner. Kaufman gonna try to put up another 3, no good. Rebound Tate. Kaufman's gone cold from 3.
Falls right into Tate's hands there. The Thunder have a chance to seriously get a spark going.
Opportunity to make this a 1-possession game. Oliver driving in, and she'll get the basket! 56-53, 3 minutes left to play here in King Arena. Knutson gonna try to slow this thing down. Sends it into Tallis. Tallis will find Knutson inside. Nice disruption. Ball will stay with Millikin. Great play by Kate Oliver.
Yeah, that's just good defense by Oliver. Sensing the pass and using her wingspan to reach out, tip it out of bounds, create a little bit of disruption.
Inbound into Darden. Darden finds Knutson. 12 left on the shot clock. Knutson's going to put up the 3. No good. Rebound Fiborowski. Fiborowski's going to try to run the floor. Finds Richardson. Richardson is going to put up the 3. No good. Rebound there by Fiborowski. Oliver at the top of the key, and it's going to be a blocking foul. As Kaufman is unable to pick up the charge.
Yep. It'll be good for the Thunder. See what Coach Madsen has for them now.
Schwinn sends it in to Tate. Tate trying to drive inside on Darden. Richardson putting up the shot. That one's no good. Rebound by Tallis. That would have been a 2. Knutson has the ball. Wheaton looking for another defensive stop as we're down to 2 minutes left in this game. Knutson sends into Tallis. Millikin really taking their time trying to bleed the clock. Kaufman was looking for a foul, and she's going to get it on Kate Oliver.
That puts Kate Oliver in serious foul trouble with 4 fouls now. Yeah, Kate Oliver just got a little bit of a bump there on Kaufman. Kaufman will go to the line.
We'll see Wheaton now in serious foul trouble at some point. I believe Hunter's going to come back into the game as Kaufman misses the first. Kaufman puts up the shot, no good, misses both, but the rebound is collected by Darden initially, but Oliver's able to get it. She's going to send it down the floor wildly. Unfortunately, ball goes to Tallis. Tallis slows it down as Millikin is able to get the ball. Timeout. Millikin. Oof.
Yeah, that was just a little series of unfortunate events there for the Thunder. Darden had the rebound, couldn't corral it. Kate Oliver got it, and in transition, she was trying to cross over to get the ball onto her left side. Lost control, and Tallis was able to just poke it out and run with it. Now it'll be big blue ball again. See what sort of approach they take here. I imagine they would try to take as much time off of the game clock as possible.
Not only take as much time off the game clock, but try to get it inside. Both Kate Oliver and Jenna Hunter currently with 4 fouls, so if either of them are in on this possession, attacking inside is going to be big for Millikin.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to draw the fouls, but on the other end of the court, Kaufman has 4 fouls. She's one of their leading scorers here tonight with 11. Second behind Knutson, who has 22.
See what Millikin draws up. Inbound to Blank, who's on the floor. Oliver currently in, Hunter not. As they go with Richardson on the inside. Knutson trying to drive in on Schwinn. Going to try to swing it around. They get the trap. And she stepped out of bounds. Wheaton ball. 1:28 left to go.
And that is huge if you're the Thunder. Good pressure by Kate Oliver and Lily Schwinn, trapping her and forcing her to try to take a step. Unfortunately, that step came out of bounds. Fortunately for the Thunder, they get a chance to pick it back up here.
Oliver picks up her dribble, gets help from Tate. Tate on the outside, Garden by Darden. She's gonna try to send it into Richardson. Nice play to get that ball. She puts it up, no good. Rebounds collected by Darden, and they're gonna get a foul going the other way.
And it looks like the Blue are gonna be heading to the line on the other end of the court. Yeah, I think they're gonna call over the back on Annie Tate there. And she was contorting and twisting, trying to grab that rebound, but couldn't get her hands fully on it.
With 1:02 left on the clock, these free throws by Sophie Darden are gonna be huge. She has a chance to make it a 2-possession game. No good on the first shot.
Little strong off the back of the rim there for Darden, as it remains a 1-possession game.
Darden misses the second one, and the rebound is collected by Wheaton. This is still a 1-possession game with under a minute to go. A timeout's going to be called by Coach Madsen. And if you're Wheaton, you have a huge opportunity here.
You certainly do. And what you want to do here is you want to put the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Now we know from trends and from past games and just the way that the season's gone, if you're looking for the dagger here, you want to put the ball into Annie Tate's hands. Annika Richardson, they've both been good from 3 from beyond the arc. I'll be interested to see if he brings Hunter back out for the last minute of play. She's been really good on the rebound. She's been good on the second chance points. It'll be interesting to see just how he formulates the last minute of this ball game. Now, on the other end, what does Coach Lett do for the Big Blue? Looks like she's sending out her typical crew here because they've had so much success here in the second half.
Now, what do we think, Parker? Do we have to go for a 3 if you're Wheaton, or can you go for a quick 2?
I think you can go for a quick 2. Your defense has been playing exceptional over the course of the past 5 minutes. Go for the quick 2, get the ball back, try to score again.
Oliver trying to drive on the inside, good defense. Viborowski thought about the 3, he's gonna drive inside instead, puts it up, no good. Rebound in and out of the hands of Richardson as a jump ball is gonna be called. Possession arrow will remain with Millikin.
Yeah, not what you want to see there. You want to see that layup made, obviously.
Shot clock is still on. You don't have to foul quite yet if you're Wheaton.
Wheaton's going to go with the full court press here.
Trying to get a steal. It's going to be sent over. Ooh, almost a foul. Just a no call for the refs. Pass way over as Millikin breaks the full court press. Millikin trying to take as much time off of this clock. 23 seconds left. Oliver playing tight defense. And they're gonna get a foul.
Richardson tried to poke the ball away, got a little bit of contact on the inside on the reaching foul.
Leave.
And this is not who you want to have on the line.
Nope. Knutson with the shot clock turned off, trying to make it a 2-possession game. And she does. Now if you're Wheaton, you're definitely into the foul game. You need a quick 2 and to foul yourself. You want to stay in this one. The second shot is made. Another timeout is called.
Well, we got 16 seconds left. A 2-possession game. It'll be hard for Wheaton to get exactly what they need, but it's not impossible. But obviously, Millikin's been playing really good defense down the stretch here, and Wheaton's just been plagued with the inability to finish at the basket tonight.
Yep, you're going to definitely want to try to drive this ball inside, but unfortunately for Wheaton, Millikin's been absolutely suffocating in there. There's been very little easy shots, so even the concept of a quick two will be very, very difficult.
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a daunting task at the moment, but Coach Madsen's been in this situation before. Let's see what he has drawn up, who he brings out. Looks like Hunter will stay on the bench, and he'll come out with his typical crew.
And Lily Schwinn will inbound from the near side, near the basket, with the shot clock turned off. 16.3 seconds left in this game. Send it into Fiborowski. Fiborowski gonna have to go. She's gonna try to drive in. She'll put up a tough shot. It's gonna be no good. Rebound by Knutson, and there's the foul. 9.1 left.
Yep. I think that'll just about do it. 9 seconds left. With your best free throw shooter at the line for Millikin and Knutson. She has 24 points, 11 rebounds.
Knutson. First shot will go in and out. 9.1 left on the clock. We can still hypothetically with the chance. Second shot goes.
And Knutson sprinkles that one on. Just to add to that lead. Sprinkling one more point onto the lead. Like chocolate chips on a batch of cookies.
We could say the cherry on top for the win, potentially for Millikin, as Wheaton faces a 59-53 deficit. We've seen Knutson 25 points on the night with 11 rebounds. She's has a double-double, as well as Sophie Darden with 10 points and 16 rebounds, 13 of them being offensive. What a game by those two players for Millikin.
If you're Millikin here, you'll play off, don't want to risk a foul. Just want to get away with the win. It's a 6-point game.
On the Wheaton side, 17 points for Annie Tate, 14 for Jenna Hunter, and 10 for Oliver. Richardson quickly gets the inbound. She's going to put up a three. Rejected. Goes out to Oliver. 6 seconds left. She's going to put up the three. And she's going to hit. 3-point game. You're going to have to foul quickly. 2.7. This just got a little more interesting.
It did get interesting, but you got to wonder if it's just a little too late for Oliver there. Knutson went 1 for 1 last time when she was at the line.
Sending Knutson back. Lily Schwinn is going to check out. Believe she has fouled out of this game.
Not quite. 4 fouls on the night for Schwinn.
We'll just go with Mooney as a defensive choice. Knutson will make the first. Most likely icing this game. She'll make the second. 2.7 left. Richardson gets the ball. She fires up a shot, and the buzzer sounds, and that's the ball game, folks. Millikin secures a 61-56 win. Knutson with 26 points on the game, a double-double, 10 for Sophie Darden with 16 rebounds, and 11 points and 9 rebounds for Kaufman. Wheaton on the other side got good performances from Annie Tate, played really good defense, and gave this Millikin team a heck of a shot, but ultimately just comes up a little short. Well, from King Arena, it was a good one. Signing off here, Dominic Brown, Parker Rogers saying so long, and see you next time from King Arena.